Ben Rothwell with the Brazilian style tapped out once, and that was the end. And then basically what I mean by that is usually people tap out like 3 or 4 times, right? Well, usually, of course, in Brazil, when you tap once, that usually means it's a tap. So that's when you tap once in Brazil, it's over. So referee saw it as a tap. It was a real tap, nonetheless. Rothwell got choked out, and Gabriel Gonzaga is your winner. So excellent submission victory. And in this co-main event right here, Daniel Sarafian versus Dollaway, and the winner by split decision is Dollaway. And I thought that was actually a good one right there. I thought that was a fair decision nonetheless. And once again, it had some controversy with it, and I think due to the fact that the fans booed so loudly with this event, with his co-main event. And Daniel Sarafian started off really strong, hitting Dollaway all over the place, and Dollaway had some good strikes of his own too. But I mean, the thing about it is throughout the second and third round, as far as the second round is concerned, Dollaway actually had him clocked and started not only beating him down before the third round, but he also, of course, had him taken down like in the third round, and was wearing him out and beating him up. And of course, Daniel, though, basically what it all boiled down to it, he did a reversal when he actually reversed with the guard and actually was able to turn him over so he can get Dollaway on his back. But he was too tired by then. He was too beaten up to really do any really effective damage. Dollaway was tired himself too. So poor guy. I mean, he was just beaten up and busted up himself. So in any event, it just turned out to be a split decision. Dollaway won, and like I said, I agree with this on this one. So the Brazilian fans may boo and so forth, and that's their prerogative, and that's fine. But I feel that Sibe deserved that win. So congratulations on that. And in the main event, the former UFC lightweight champion Vitor Belford versus Michael Bisping, and the winner is Vitor Belford via TKO victory in the second round. I mean, it just started off, as far as the striking, it started off in boxing. Michael Bisping started throwing his hands. Vitor Belford threw his hands too, but it wasn't like too wild. It was still more technical, feeling each other out to see what's going to happen and everything. Vitor Belford, of course, started hitting him, and Michael Bisping did some good punches too, but it was Vitor Belford's power that not only rocked Michael Bisping a few times, but even before the second round, no, not the second round, the first round. Even before the first round ended, not Michael Bisping, but Vitor Belford threw a nice roundhouse from his left leg and clocked and hit Michael Bisping right in the temple, knocked him down, and Vitor Belford was starting to pound on him, and I thought that was the end in the first round. But he was saved by the bell, so they went back to their corners. Then when the second round came, that's when, of course, the action started continuing, and then Michael Bisping started having a bloody nose, started dripping all over, and the next thing you know it, Vitor Belford threw another kick again, only this time it actually did knock Michael Bisping down, hit him so hard that he knocked him down. He went after him, he started grinding and pounding with a hammer fist, elbows to the side of the stomach, hammer fisting him in the face, to such a degree that the referee had to stop the fight and reward Vitor Belford a TKO victory. Now, here's another thing with this situation. Vitor Belford, no one knows what's going on with him right now. He went from a light heavyweight fighting against John Jones, and he's fighting Michael Bisping in a middleweight. So what's going on with that? There's another thing though. Michael Bisping, if he would have won that tonight, kind of won that fight against Vitor Belford, then he would have had a shot at Anderson Silva's middleweight championship, which, by the way, Anderson Silva was the guest in the audience out there today, so it was great to see him out there. It's also great to see former UFC heavyweight champ, that is, Junior Dos Santos there, looking healthier than he was when he lost to Cain Velasquez, that is. But excuse me, my throat's And anyways, I'm clearing out my throat right now. But what was I gonna say? Oh yes. So basically, Michael Bisping could have had a shot at the title. Now that he lost to Vitor Belfort, there goes his shot at the title. So who's next to fight Anderson Silva now? I guess it's back to the old drawing board for the UFC management. However, I do have some suggestions that could be a great, that could probably be a great match for Anderson Silva. Now, you can either have Consta Filippo, who recently won his fight against Tim Bosch in such an excellent fashion this past pay-per-view of the UFC 155 against Tim Bosch, or you can actually have Chris Weidman, who has been undefeated, even though he had only had 5 or 6 fights in the octagon. Yet his wins have been very impressive by the top contenders of the division. So you can either have Chris Weidman, you can have Costa, Filippo, or you can just simply have those two fight amongst one another to see who's going to be the next #1 contender for Anderson Silva's middleweight championship belt. I feel those two are the most well-deserved right now. I just don't see, as far as Yushin Nakami, people will think, oh, he's the next one. Hell no, not right now, okay? Yushin Nakami has had some good wins, but it hasn't been very impressive. And he lost to Tim Bosch, so there's no way. And as far as Brian Stann is concerned, I think it'd be really cool to have a Marine to go after the championship, but still not ready yet. I just don't think it's his time yet. So I think right now that the best two will be Costa Filippo and or Chris Weidman, or put them in a fight against each other, and then make whoever wins the #1 contender. It's that simple. And as far as Vitor Belfort is concerned, wow, congratulations on your excellent victory. But man, his comments at the end in the interview was classic. I mean, he basically was all saying, well, Dana White, the friends are brothers, Tedder brothers. I mean, get that clown Shell Sonnen out of the #1 contendership. He doesn't deserve it. I want another shot at John Jones, not Shell Sonnen. Ooh, so Shell Sonnen not only got called out, he got called a clown and various other names. He was even telling the management of UFC to get Shell out of the #1 contendership. He doesn't deserve it. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. And before you Shell Sonnen boys decide to jump on me and everything, just listen up, okay? Because it's not like the way you think, okay? Now, even though I have my criticism against Shell Sonnen, I have to say, under normal circumstances, and many months ago, several months ago, I would say, I would agree with Vitor Belfort to get Shell Sonnen out of the #1 contendership. He doesn't deserve it. Hell, I don't even think he deserves to even be in UFC anymore, since he lost Anderson Silva twice, since he did open up his mouth and said, if I got beaten by you, then I'll leave, and he hasn't kept his word. So he's not a man of his word, so we all know that by now, But in any event, like I said, under normal circumstances, I would agree with Vitor Belfort, but Vitor, he had his chance too. You had your chance, Vitor, against John Jones, and you didn't take it. You didn't beat him. He beat you. He submitted you, if anything. So if I were you, I think Shell Sonnen should keep on fighting John Jones for the lightweight championship. Just, your turn will come, okay? But here's another thing I have to agree with Shell Sonnen on is this. Why would Vitor Belfort jump up and down weight classes like that? I don't get it. I know he's good at what he does. He can be a good heavyweight if he wants to and all that stuff. But the point is, Shell Sonnen has a good point. Can he make up his mind on what he wants? Well, I guess he figured out that what he wanted tonight was John Jones. But I wonder why he just kept on jumping up and down the weight class and why he couldn't just stay 205 and fight someone else there. That to me didn't make any sense for him to be fighting Michael Bisping. To me, anyway. Excellent victory, yes, but to me it made no sense for him to be jumping up and down. So I have to question him on what does he really want. So Shell Sonnen had a good point in the fact that Vitor Belfort probably couldn't make up his mind at the time. I don't know. But needless to say, Vitor Belfort, I think you should just wait your turn, go back to 205, fight at 205, and stay there. Right, stay there. kick your feet up, relax, and let Shonen take his turn. I mean, because let's be honest, when it comes to championship fights, Shonen has done, all he does is choke. He just chokes. Shonen is a choker. He can't win the big one. I seriously doubt he'll win against John Bones Jones. I mean, he may improve, and he's a great fighter and everything, but he's not as great as he likes to make himself to believe. And unfortunately, like I said, there have been too many people out there drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking that he's that good too, and he's not all that. It's to say at least. He's a great fighter. He's good, but him winning the championship, he hasn't been able to do it. And I seriously doubt he'll be able to do it against John Bones Jones. So Vitor, just wait your turn, or maybe after Shonen chokes, maybe you can fight Shonen too. Vitor Belford versus Shonen. I think that'll be an excellent fight there too for the John Jones belt. I don't know. Any possibility can happen. But one thing's for sure. This was a great event overall. I just think as far as Edson Silva is concerned, they need to figure out who's the number one contender. But like I said, I think the men that deserves the spot are either Chris Weidman, Constantino Philippa, or have a fight for the number one contendership for Edson Silva's belt. Between those two. That's my suggestion anyway. So, anyways, and as far as Shonen is concerned, and his rebuttal against Vitor Belfort, he just basically said, I'll beat you up, I'll fight you, and everything like that. Make no mistake, I'll get you once I get my belt. Like I said, I seriously doubt he'll get that belt. And quite frankly, like I said, I just think that Vitor Belfort was the only one that I can actually that nearly beat John Jones with nearly a submission and so forth. But John Jones, like I said, got out of it. He weathered the storm and beat Vitor Belfort. So he has to wait his turn like everyone else. He's a phenom, but he's not phenomenal enough to just jump over everybody either. I mean, Shonen did earn a shot in ways that he was able to. Anyway, say this. He was just able to just volunteer for bigger fights. That's what he did. He volunteered himself for bigger fights because Dan Henderson couldn't do it because he was injured. And then Dan Henderson made a lot of excuses to a point where he couldn't fight him. Neil Machida didn't want to fight John Jones. Neither did Rishu Hoa didn't want to fight. So, all these people are just backing down from a fight because of just politics and just the fact that they don't want to get beaten up by him anytime soon. That's what it is, But Shonen volunteered. He just kept. Of course, he's not only good in taking fights, but he's also good in playing politics. So you gotta hand him to that on that. You gotta hand him to that on that one. Plus, he's also a politician, so what do you expect? So, any event, once again, congratulations, Vitor Belfort. What's next for him? Like I said, I just think he should just go for a championship against John Jones again if he really wants it, and he should probably fight Shonen in the process. As far as Michael Bisping, well, I know he'll be back at some point, and he'll get a title shot. He just needs to figure out what he wants, and he just needs to get more focused. And who knows? Maybe one day he will get a championship title opportunity and win the championship once and for all. Maybe he'll shut a lot of people up for that. We'll see. Any event, I gotta get going. This is a great event, pretty good event overall. A really relaxing evening, to say the least. Great evening for Brazil, for the most part. And with that, I will get going. Take care, everybody, and have a great 3-day weekend in the United States. Healing, it is all that is.